Nighttime descended and pulled me down along with it, down into sleep. I couldn't remember the last time I'd fallen into such a deep sleep, but the night still wasn't over for me. A voice. I could hear a voice. Wake up. Wake up. Huh? The voice dragged me from deep slumber into hazy half-consciousness. My eyelids were like lead.
Kyoko?
The hell is this all about?
Yes, it's me.
Huh? Kyoko?
I said yes.
So Kyoko's here.
Wait, what?
In a flash, I was wide awake. What are you doing here?
It's true.
I'm here to wake you up. Oh, I see. Wait, but my door... It was unlocked. You're unbelievably careless. It was unlocked? Are you serious?
Hey.
Always, and you don't have to overreact like that every time you're surprised. What time is it?
Correct.
3 o'clock in the morning, of course. It's 3 a.m.? Why was Kyoko waking me up at this hour? You want to help me clean my floor? So what's the deal? It's so late, what happened?
Makoto.
I have a favor I need to ask. What's your favor?
So...
Remember what Sakura said at the end of her note. I'm not going to just lay down and die, I will fight you. I want to find out what she meant by that. Okay, but how do you plan to do that? Then Kyoko put her lips next to my ear and whispered. The data center on the 4th floor. What?
Goodbye.
I'll meet you there. Without another word, she was gone. What the? Her words reverberated through my half-dazed head. The data center, but I thought it was locked. Well, there was a trial that just happened, so it could be unlocked. Alright, let's go figure out what this is about. I made my way into the after-hours school and headed for the data center on the 4th floor. Eventually, I wound up at the data center, but when I arrived, Kyoko's not here. That's weird, she said she'd meet me. Is she maybe inside already? I put my hand to the door, and with a certain amount of force, it didn't open. I tried again, but must be locked. What was it Kyoko said? The data center on the 4th floor.
What's this?
Oh, what are you doing up, mister? Breaking into a locked room is incredibly prohibited, don't you know? Oh, well, You're trying to tell me you didn't actually bust in yet, right? But I can see that, you dolt. Don't waste my time telling me crap I can't see for myself.
Unbelievable.
It looked like you might break in any second, so I just thought I'd give you a friendly reminder. Or are you gonna try and tell me you were sleepwalking or something? No, nothing like that. It's 3 o'clock in the morning, for crying out loud. Even I get tired, you know. Stop being weird and go back to bed. What's wrong now?
Just a second.
Why are you out here making a racket? Kyoko.
You two? You guys?
Whatever, the two of you just get back to bed. I'm positively exhausted from the class trial. I wonder if this is a test to see if he ever sleeps.
It's true.
Sure, you got it. Come on, Makoto, let's head back. What?
Hey.
Didn't you hear me? We're leaving. I have no idea what's going on anymore.
Shall we go?
Don't worry about it, let's just go. Okay. Yeah, go on, get out of here, shoo. So we left and went back to our rooms. Yeah, but that was a test. And then...
Goodbye.
So, goodbye. Hold on. Listen, what was that all about just now? She woke me up, made me go to the data center, which just so happened to be locked, and then she shows up late and we leave without checking a single thing. What was the point of all that? Don't worry about it. I figured that would be the end of our conversation, just like always, but...
Goodbye.
Well then, good night. Sure. And then that was over. But as I turned to leave,
Mukuro Ikusaba.
Excuse me. What? Kyoko is right next to me once again, whispering into my ear.
Mukuro Ikusaba.
Who?
The 16th student, lying hidden somewhere in the school. The one they call the ultimate despair.
What is she talking about? Well, the 16th student we know about, but there is a 16th student, but we don't. Okay, so it has a name now. And we're down to 6, but then 7 with a question mark. You received the altar lump present.
Mukuro Ikusaba. Mukuro Ikusaba.
You just like saying that name, don't you?
The 16th student, lying hidden somewhere in this school. The one they call the ultimate despair. Watch out for her.
Kyoko told me to watch out for her, Mukuro Ikusaba. Well, we did just kind of get like some kind of resolve going between all of us, so maybe this is like... Didn't he say the 16th student was a trump card? So maybe this is the backup plan coming? That was 3 days before the next incident. 3 days before we would be faced with another murder. Oh. 3 days before the worst thing so far would reveal itself. That's the mask of whatever attacked Makoto. "100-mile dash, pain of a junk food junkie." In the meantime, the day after Sakura's class trial, that morning in the dining hall. So let's begin the usual post-trial investigation. Hey, you didn't make small talk or anything. We never just get straight to the point like that. If you want to keep up with me, you must refrain from pointless small talk. Geez, how high is that horse of yours?
Well?
He just acts like that to hide his own insecurities. That's what I like to think anyway. Regardless, if you want to defeat the mastermind, you need to follow my lead. Yes, let's follow the lead of the guy who was completely wrong in the last trial. They creep around the school like a mouse, but the mastermind's pride is as bloated as a cow's udder.
In the name of my family.
And no matter what it takes, I will rid this world of them.
Huh?
Hey Toko, you've been pretty quiet. Man, you're so boring now. You just sit there like a mushroom. Gonna start calling you Miss Mushroom.
What's your deal?
She didn't snap back at you. Her talking makes things difficult, so I told her not to open her mouth without permission. What? But if she can't open her mouth, she can't eat or drink water. I don't care.
How about that?
And you're okay with that, Toko? Jeez, how low is that rock you're hiding under? I believe this is the small talk Byakuya warned us against.
Come on.
And yet I let myself get involved. But it is now finished. I will never allow you to drag me down to your level again.
Let's go.
We're going to begin our search. Stop running your mouths and start moving your legs. Pressured by an obviously irritated Byakuya, we all started our exploration. Alright, let's hit the dining hall. See if there's anything in here. What's the point in even looking at the clock now? Occasional teddy coins. This is one of the monitors Monokuma appears on. Seems pretty useless when he's not on it. Actually, no. It's totally useless no matter what. Yeah, tell him, Makoto. No matter when, no matter where, surveillance cameras are following our every move. I mean, they're absolutely everywhere. How many cameras does this place have, anyway? There are all kinds of colorful vegetables piled up. Are these supposed to get me excited? What am I, some kind of hippy-dippy, all-organic celebrity type? What the hell brought that on, Makoto? Hippy-dippy? Who says that? Oh, we did find one Teddy coin so far, so this has him in a total bus going around all these old rooms. I do want to try to get those last few items I don't have. God, remember coming in here and finding Taka in here one time? I don't know why I'm thinking about Taka. Everything feels so empty now that everybody's starting to die off. There are popsicles in the fridge. Box says if I get a winning popsicle stick, I can win a free one. If I got one, would Monokuma let me trade it in? It's the switch to open and close the gate. You need a key to activate it. I wonder who has that key. That's actually a good point. They kind of forgot about the whole trash room deal after that first trial. Because that was supposed to be Kiyotaka's thing to delegate. Now that he's dead, who's in charge of all that? This place is just probably piling up with garbage now. The Lovely Ladies of Earth, August edition. In this issue, Next Gen Lotion play. Uncover the darker side of Lotion. Let's walk away from this room. Alter Ego isn't here anymore. I'm sure Sakura tried to tear these down more than once. If she couldn't do it, what chance do I have? Me, the ultimate average student. Actually, you are the ultimate lucky student, too. So maybe you should try to tear down the panels because you might get lucky and rip one off the wall. The little pamphlet is still laying there. This is where all my despair began. It's the DVD player, but I don't have any DVDs. Hardware without software is pretty much pointless. Maybe if we can take it down somehow, we can use it against the mastermind. But it'd probably turn me into Swiss cheese as soon as I touched it. Everything's back to normal. Just like with Sayaka and Taka, Monokuma's responsible, I'm sure. I wonder if Celeste ever found someone to play Othello with her. I've only ever played video game versions of Pool. Man, you don't know what you're missing. Some of these magazines seem pretty insanely specific. Surf Fishing Monthly? Is that actually a thing? Monokuma bottles are all lined up as if nothing ever happened. Even Toko's handprint has been wiped away. There are paintings lining the walls. But now that I'm looking, it's just a bunch of kids' drawings. Don't make a fool out of art. Makoto gets so weirdly critical about random things. Now that's a big shelf. A bunch of lab equipment and stuff has been piled up on it, totally disorganized. But man, would you get a look at that shelf and how big it is. Alright, I have now managed to win every single item that is in the store. I'm at 100% chance. So I'm done with doing that now. I guess I could just hoard my Teddy coins now. Alright, so we're going to go to the 4th floor now and see what's new. Is this a grand piano? I'm sure it sounds nice, but most people these days would rather just listen to music on their phones. I would listen to a piano. I actually like piano music. It kind of keeps me calm, helps me relax. And I'm like very much all about a Zen kind of life. Let's check out the gate's missing. So we're definitely going up to another floor. I can't get over how big this shelf is, and it's packed tight with all kinds of pills and chemicals. Makoto's like some kind of shelf connoisseur or something. And someone's cleaned up all the powder that was spilled on the floor. Okay, so I guess we're gonna go check the rooms that were locked before real quick. Can we get in the data lab? No. Alright, let's see if the headmaster door is open. Yeah, that was obvious. It's pretty clear from what happened earlier with Kyoko and Makoto that these doors were going to stay locked. Alright, let's check out the next floor. Whoa. So here I am on the 5th floor of Hope's Peak Academy. The 5th floor has been opened up to us, and it's totally different from all the floors we've seen up till now. For some reason it feels unpleasant. I don't know, I think it looks pretty nifty. I do think the walled-in plants are kind of weird though. Like for a minute I thought we were actually outside. It's like that in the dining hall too. Nighttime secrets, no more. Stomp stomp, he's so dirty. Alright, so Monokuma has a being stepped on fetish, looks like. This is where a window would be in a normal classroom, but there's some huge metal plate mounted over it now. This floor has been sealed up with sheets of metal too. I'm so sick of this. Okay, another empty classroom. Yeah, I actually like the look of this floor, but I'm wondering if this is the top floor then. Just from the way it looks. Haha, catch me if you can. Wait up, I'm gonna punish you, Makoto. Gross. That looks like Kyoko. Alright, Toko, what's going on? Huh? Does she want to talk to me about something? Toko, what's wrong? Is she trying to say something? I think she's almost just a little more and I might get it. I'm sorry, but I have no idea what it is you're trying to tell me. She just let her shoulders drop. She looks so sad, I guess she gave up. The heck was that all about? Weird. Oh, a 4-way split, that's never good. Alright, let's see Hina first, I guess. This floor feels different compared to all the others. I'm not sure what it is. Is there some reason for that? I hope it's not anything too creepy. I don't know why everybody's creeped out by this floor. What's so weird about it? Whoa. What the hell is this? The grotesque horror of the room struck me hard and fast. Well, I guess this is in response to me saying about how all the classrooms were the same and nothing was ever going on in them. Holy crap. What I saw was bad enough, but what I smelled, it was sour, pungent, and possibly rank.
I see.
It smells awful, doesn't it? It must be at least vaguely familiar to you. After all, you've been around your fair share of corpses. Are you saying it's the smell of death, their flesh and fat and blood? There was no surprise in his voice, no shock. But he was right. I had experienced this smell more than once before. It was the smell of death and despair. But the smell here is strong, condensed. It's the smell of a battlefield. Monokuma must have...
Hey, come on now.
What, my fault again? Stop trying to blame everything on me. If you hadn't done what you did, this never would have happened.
Unbelievable.
No, it's quite the opposite. The opposite.
Now then.
Yep, let me give you an itty-bitty, eegee squeegee little hint. As far as this room goes, I don't know a thing. I just left it exactly how I found it. Which makes it sound like this is in fact Hope's Peak then. He left it how he found it, so he didn't create this place. What?
Yes, indeed.
How's that for a hint? Better than those stupid hints you get from NPCs in those mean old RPGs. Yeah, it's definitely better than the hints you get from NPCs in like really old RPGs, like 8-bit era.
Uh-oh.
But it's pretty scary, huh? Blood all over the walls and junk. Of course, even in the outside world, people die bloody, gruesome deaths every day.
I can't wait! I can't wait!
So it's not really a big deal. Just keep your chin up and keep on living, soldier. What's he talking about? Just left it the way he found it. What's the meaning of all this? Okay, so are we guessing maybe this has something to do with the tragedy that happened? So what do we got here? Blood everywhere. Ton of chalk outlines. Eye for an eye. Wait, Monokuma said that before. Eye for an eye, fang for a fang. Byakuya, about what Monokuma just told us. It's like I'm not even here. He must be lost in thought. Is he really thinking that hard, or is he just flat out ignoring me? There are white chalk outlines drawn all over the floor. How many bodies were there? I've seen this kind of thing on detective shows and stuff like that. You always see it at the scene of a murder. Wish I could say I don't believe it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, there's 8 chalk outlines. Wonder if that's meaningful in some way. There's blood all over the place. I want to shut my eyes forever against such a ghastly sight. It appears all the bloodstains are dry, and their color has changed as well. I think it's safe to assume these stains are considerably old. This is all really blood? Of course, I wouldn't find it interesting otherwise. And it is interesting, I assure you. What on earth happened in his classroom? It seems like he's enjoying himself. No way can I keep up with someone like that. I'm trying to think, is this the first place in the game where the blood hasn't been colored pink? Because usually the blood is pink. Yeah, this has to be having to do with the tragedy. Because the stains are old. I don't know what the hell this is all about. Alright, well that was a shock. Raw. Bio. What the hell is this? It's locked. We came all this way just to be denied here. The sign in the hall says Biolab. A biolab that we're forbidden from seeing into. Kind of sounds like something out of an old cheesy horror movie. Yeah, I'm not too, I'm a little bit concerned about the word raw. Raw what? Makes me think of meat. Alright, what's over here? Why does that look like a door that leads outside? Let's check. What is this? A freaking cherry blossom garden? A suit of armor is on display. It's extremely Japanese. Even though this room is totally enclosed, there's a cherry tree planted here, and it's in full bloom.
Hey,
It's quite elegant. This is what you consider elegant?
indeed.
I lived overseas for a long time, so this kind of Japanese-style scenery is refreshing. Okay, so her saying that she lived overseas in that one bonding question then wasn't anything out of the ordinary, I guess. Or she said she was, like, not from here or whatever it was she said. But considering our situation, isn't it kinda out of place? There's a bunch of wooden lockers in here. The wooden lockers and keys remind me of super old school public bathhouses. It's a straw post used for sword practice. Did they use it for training here too? Sakura would have liked this place. That target seems pretty far away. Gotta say, pretty proud of my eyesight. So what's the deal? What Kyoko told me yesterday. What the heck did it mean?
Mikuro Ikusaba, the 16th student, lying hidden somewhere in this school.
Maybe she's in the biolab.
The one they call the ultimate despair.
Who is they exactly?
Watch out for her.
Kyoko. I'm not going to say anything. Well, that sure is helpful, isn't it? Huh? I can't say anything. Kyoko narrowed her eyes. Her gaze started up to the surveillance camera.
Hey,
You understand why, right? She was trying to tell me that whatever it was important. The mastermind couldn't find out. But how did Kyoko get her hands on information that could be that important?
so then,
We're finished here. She made it clear that our conversation had come to an end. And just like usual, I didn't understand anything any better than before. Well, this floor's definitely got some weird stuff going on. Let's see what else we could find. This. What is this? Whoa. That's a fancy ass plant. These nozzles poking out. Are those the sprinklers? Well, what the hell else would they be? Ah, what is this? This thing is super weird, super creepy. Flowers aren't supposed to get this big. Is this thing real?
Watch out!
That's a Monokuma flower. I came up with the name myself. Try and touch it and you're in for some real excitement. Your heart's all like, whoa, and the plant's all like, snap, and your flesh is all like, I'm dead. In other words, it's a monstrosity. It's pretty freaking amazing if I do say so myself. A student hopes peek at an improvement after improvement and created this miracle creature. The ultimate botanist, although they don't go here anymore. They died during the tragedy.
Actually,
By the way, despite how it looks, that flower is super practical. It can eat paper, plastic, even people, so it's totally good for the environment.
well done.
Such an eco-friendly creation is vital for the future growth of a healthy society. Not that I know anything about that myself. Spouting more and more nonsense, Monokuma eventually disappeared. Whatever it is, I better keep my distance. So, like, is that, like, legit a killer plant? Because that screams like that's going to have something to do with the next trial. There's some kind of control panel set near the wall. Does it control the air conditioning or something? It's for the sprinklers. Sprinklers. Yeah, it controls the sprinklers in the garden. Sprinklers are set to go off every morning at 7:30. Don't you dare change it without permission. Of course, the settings panel is locked, so you can't change it if you wanted to. So that means the sprinklers go off at 7:30 a.m. every morning. Yep, you got it. It's super user-friendly, which sucks. So if you get here too early, you'll get drenched, so watch yourself. But you're not a little kid, right? You're too old to go running through sprinklers anyway. Or do you have some kind of water fetish? I'm gonna tell everyone. This game's getting weirder and weirder. Is this a chicken coop? What's a chicken coop doing here? This place even has chickens, huh? They're just regular chickens, right? Like they don't eat people or lay bombs instead of eggs or something crazy like that. It seems safe. I can check each individual chicken. It's a chicken. It's not gonna like lay a bomb, is it? It's a chicken. It's not expecting to be fed like humans, is it? it's a chicken. It really is, right? Like, I could say that for sure. It's a chicken. It's really alive, right? There's no mistake. It's a chicken. It doesn't have like a second form, right? Step away from the chicken coop, yes. Oh, you like chickens too, Makoto? Yeah, I love these little guys. They're seriously cute, right? And there's exactly 5 of them here. Exactly. 5, you know, the number that comes after 4 and before 6, at least in terms of natural numbers. Anyway, whenever the number 5 pops up, that's a good omen. It contains the mysteries of the cosmos.
I'm at least 30% right.
It's a number of power, a refreshing number on par with hand-squeezed all-natural lemonade. He never lets me get a word in edgewise.
Yo,
At first I thought I saw blue skies, but turns out they just painted the walls and the ceiling.
you know?
Oh, but the plants are all real. It's been a while since I've smelled vegetation. It helps me relax.
What the heck?
That's not what you're thinking, is it? Huh? Why is that bad? Don't you get it? Don't you realize the true horror of plant life? It's there, just beneath the surface. Beneath their calm exterior, they're always watching and waiting. When they decide they can't leave us in charge of Earth anymore,
The end is nigh!
they'll put their plan for global human extinction in action.
Well,
I'm serious. Of course you are. Just to be sure, I should take a look in that tool shed. This place seems totally disorganized, from a lawnmower to fertilizer, flower pots to farm tools. And leaning against the back wall, is that a pickaxe? Oh boy, why did he specifically call out the pickaxe? So many flower pots, big ones, little ones, any size you might need. Maybe I'll grow some flowers to put in my room. There's a lawnmower here. Even with this here, who's actually going to take care of the lawn? Huh? There's something carved into the handle of this pickaxe. Crazy Diamond is the name of Mondo's gang. Wasn't it? Crazy Diamonds? Crazy Diamond. I feel like I remember seeing that somewhere. What is that all about? What the hell is going on anymore in this game? I'll say this, I'm hooked on figuring out what's going on with everything. There are different kinds of gardening tools here. Are they trying to get us to become self-sufficient? Bags of fertilizer are piled up. There are so many different kinds to choose from. Alright, there's nothing else in here. Why is Crazy Diamonds on a pickaxe? I guess I've seen what there is to see up here for now. Wait a minute, we didn't go that other hallway. But once again, nothing I found seems to make any real sense. I need to head back to the dining hall and find out what the others turned up. I wonder if the other way was a dead end, or maybe a locked door, I don't know. One after another, everyone made their way to the dining hall, and before too long, it would appear everyone has returned. But still, it's just the 6 of us. That's barely enough for a decent volleyball team.
Just a second.
Hey, don't be a sourpuss, we gotta think positive. Besides, even if one more person dies, we can still field a basketball team. Well, she seems to be doing better. That's like reverse positive thinking. Anyway, there's no time to be depressed. For the sake of everyone we've lost, we have to do our best. Can we stop all this group hug nonsense? We need to find out what everyone discovered.
Yeah.
I checked all the windows on the 5th floor, front to back. That used to kind of be Soccer's job, but... Anyway, no dice. There were metal plates on all the windows, just like everywhere else.
Correct.
Which means no chance of escape on the 5th floor either.
So,
But when I was looking around, I realized something about the layout of the school. What exactly did you notice about the layout of the school?
Just a second.
You took a good look around the 5th floor yourself, didn't you, Makoto? Huh? Why do you ask?
So then,
Because if you did, you must have noticed. The 5th floor is lacking something every other floor has. Actually, I didn't get a chance to actually fully explore the floor, so I don't know. Something on all the other floors, but not on the 5th floor. I'm gonna take a wild guess as stairs. Are you talking about stairs? There aren't any stairs leading up from the 5th floor. That's what you're talking about, right? Does that mean the 5th floor is the end?
correct.
We're finally starting to get a clear picture of this school. All that's left now is to solve the underlying mystery. But that's the hardest part.
Okay.
Even if it's hard, we still gotta do it. Yeah, Hina's right. Everything will be okay. As long as we work together, I'm sure we'll make it out of this. No, not I'm sure. We absolutely will make it out, no matter what it takes. Mr. Positivity. By the way, did any of you find it? The other strange room on the 5th floor? Well, no. Strange is a massive understatement. The smell of flesh and fat and blood. The white outlines of countless corpses. It was more dreadful than anything I've encountered here so far. What the hell are you talking about? The smell itself was horrific, far beyond any normal murder scene. Every body's smell, concentrated. God, I'm glad I didn't see it. I feel like I'm gonna barf just hearing you describe it. But I mean, what the hell happened in that room?
So, in other words,
I can only think of one thing. A large group of people died right there in that room. A bunch of people were killed in there. Stop. Seriously, I'm gonna throw up. Hina, you would think you'd be used to death around you at this point.
It can't be.
Perhaps that's what was meant by the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. Huh? You're thinking the same thing then. My theory is the mass murder that took place in that room is the incident said to have happened 1 year ago. The awful scene in that room, that was the tragedy that happened a year ago.
in other words,
Precisely. The tragedy is another name for the genocide of the student body of Hope's Peak Academy. If that's true,
it's all clear now.
that would explain why Hope's Peak was forced to close its doors. I mean, I guess that all makes sense, but it's all just so awful. Not just awful, super awfully awful. They're right, it's beyond awful. It's terrible, tragic, hopeless, but still. How is it not one of us ever heard about something like that happening? Does that mean they really did cover it up?
Hey,
My concern is with the bio lab. That was the only place on the 5th floor that we couldn't access. The bio lab, huh? I wonder what's in there.
Could it be?
If this were like a cliche horror game, it'd be some kind of creature, the final boss, or tyrant, or... I'd be alright with tyrant, he was easy to kill.
but
We're not in a horror game, though. Either way, we don't need to worry about it at the moment. Don't bother thinking about something that can't be understood no matter how much you think about it.
Naturally.
Your tiny brains can only do so much, so focus on utilizing them efficiently.
well,
I don't really like how you said it, but what you said is probably right.
What?
No, how I said it is right too. Hey Byakuya, it seems like Toko wants to say something. Oh, that's right, he told her not to talk. I completely forgot about that.
What?
So, why are you telling me? Well, because you told her to zip it or whatever. I had forgotten about that. Jesus, man, I know you like torturing her, but come on. Well, Toko, if you want to envelop us all in your putrid breath, I won't stop you. You honor me, Master. And don't worry, I took care of the odor problem. Seriously, you're just gonna take it?
what the heck?
Shut up and don't interrupt when Master and me are talking. Okay, so what did you want to tell us? Well, I was in a classroom on the 5th floor and something caught my attention. It was this. A knife? Whoa, that thing is huge. It's like Rambo's size.
What?
It's a survival knife of some type. But what was it doing in a classroom?
Well,
How would I know?
Very suspicious.
What are you going to use that knife for? What are you planning to do to us? I'm not going to do anything. I just picked it up. I didn't want to leave a knife just laying around.
How about that?
I'd rather have it laying around than in the hands of a serial killer. Don't compare me to her. I'm nothing like her. Listen, more important. Now that we have the knife, what are we going to do with it?
You know?
We can't let Toko keep it, that's for sure. We don't know what she might do.
what's your problem?
I don't want it anyway. It's too dangerous. So what to do?
So then,
Why don't you hang on to it, Makoto? Huh? Me? Oh yeah, I totally trust Makoto to take care of it.
okay.
Then that's that. Hold on, don't I get a say?
It's all clear now.
Just shows how much they trust you. You should do as they ask. Are you sure it's trust? I feel like they're just using me. Okay, so here you go, Makoto. They're acting like I already said yes. Fine. I guess there's nothing I can do. I'll just keep it in my desk drawer for now. Anyway, that's all I wanted to say. Hey, Toko. Do I still have bad breath? Sorry. I'm sorry it stinks. I'm sorry it stinks. I'm sorry.
That's fine.
You made a valuable discovery. Good job. Huh? The master just praised me? Hey, good for you. I'm dreaming. I must be dreaming. That I would ever experience such a dream. I feel strange. So strange. Really strange. Oh no. Yeah. Hey. Whenever I look at Toko these days, it makes me feel sad.
You know?
Well, there's a big garden up on the 5th floor, and I found more than one thing to be worried about. A stupidly large plant, a chicken coop, and I know what you're gonna say, but a tool shed. Monokuma said that was called a Monokuma flower. Even touching it seems dangerous, so we have to be careful.
You're serious.
It's totally a man-eating plant. I'm pretty sure it's different from the one that lives in the pipe, though. Anyway, that thing must benefit from the sprinkler system as much as anything else in there. Oh yeah, apparently the sprinklers come on every morning at 7:30 on the dot. Yeah, remember that. You don't want to get drenched and catch a cold. Well, you don't have to worry. They say idiots never catch cold, you know. They do. Of course not, because idiots never get wet. I think you're thinking of ducks. I'm sorry to worry about you, hero. Can you tell me what 10 plus 10 is?
What the heck?
Hey, come on, you don't always have to call me dumb. I may have been held back 3 times, but that doesn't make me stupid. If it'll make you happy, I'll answer your dumb question. So, what was the question again? Don't worry, you just answered it.
You know?
Alright, let's talk about the chicken coop. There were a bunch of chickens in the chicken coop, right? That's right, 5 chickens. I love chickens. Let's raise them up big and fat, then we can make fried chicken. Oh, or barbecued. Decisions. Oh, how about raw? Because there's nothing fresher than raw, right? I'm pretty sure that'd kill you. You noticed it too, huh? That pickaxe.
What?
Huh? What about the pickaxe? Well, there was a pickaxe in the tool shed, and the words Crazy Diamond had been carved into the handle. Haven't we seen that phrase somewhere before? Crazy Diamond. Yeah, that does sound kind of familiar, I think.
It's true.
I don't just think, I know. We've definitely seen that phrase before. Huh? Where? Ah, that's it. I remember. It was on Mondo's uniform on the back of his jacket. His jacket said the same thing, right? Crazy Diamond.
I see.
You're absolutely right. But why would that be on a pickaxe in the garden?
Could it be?
Mondo must have snuck in there and done it, right? Yeah, hero. Mondo snuck onto the 5th floor and had nothing else to do, so he just carved Crazy Diamond into the handle of a pickaxe for no reason whatsoever.
Not possible.
But we didn't have access to the garden until today.
That's right.
Then maybe Mondo brought it with him when he first came here and Monokuma confiscated it. That would kind of make sense, except why would Mondo bring a pickaxe? Does he do mining in his spare time? Whatever the reason, that's what stuck out to me in the tool shed, the pickaxe connected to Mondo. Well, what stuck out to me wasn't the pickaxe at all. Huh? Then what did?
Yo.
What I noticed was the lawnmower. I'm thinking maybe we can use it to call for help. How are you gonna call for... How are you gonna call for help with a lawnmower?
What the heck?
I don't know, maybe use it to make some crop circles or something. Yeah, that's it. I'm gonna make crop circles. Has he lost his mind?
Well,
And we can use those to call for help. What the heck's happened to you? You weren't like this in the beginning, you know.
you know?
Well, back then my personality hadn't quite solidified yet. I didn't think it was possible, but I'm more disappointed in you now than I've ever been. Well, I think that's all the new information we have for now.
Yo.
So, now what do we do? Well, starting today, you're all under my command, but before we proceed, I need to figure something out. Yeah, that ain't gonna work, buddy.
No way.
Jeez, how cocky can you be? You're gonna bust through the ceiling if your head gets any bigger. So what is it you want to figure out? Kyoko's identity. Huh?
Well,
Kyoko's identity. But Kyoko is Kyoko, right? Yes, but who is she? The rest of us have a clear, definable reason for having been selected to attend Hope's Peak Academy. Pina is the ultimate swimming pro, Hiro's the ultimate clairvoyant, even Makoto is the ultimate lucky student. More unlucky than lucky these days, but you're still alive. So what about Kyoko? Can anyone tell me what she is? Now that you mention it, she's never told us. Well, Kyoko doesn't really like talking about herself anyway, right? It's not a matter of what she likes or doesn't like. This is a matter of trust. Can you trust someone who's unwilling to reveal their true identity? We need to avoid raising any more unnecessary suspicion. So Kyoko, it's time you told us. I can't. What? Why won't you tell us?
wrong.
I didn't say I won't. I said I can't.
What the heck?
What do you mean?
So,
Because I don't remember. What? I have no memory of what I am. You have no memory. You mean... amnesia?
What?
If I thought you had a sense of humor, I'd say you were joking, but if this is a joke, I'm not laughing.
this is very suspicious.
You can't be serious right now, can you? I knew you wouldn't believe me. That's why I didn't say anything.
However,
But it doesn't matter. Either way, the truth will make itself clear before we're done.
What?
So you have no intention of telling us. Then I can no longer stand by and do nothing.
hey,
What are you going to do, torture me? Nothing so barbaric as that.
It's all clear now.
I will simply limit your options. I can't allow you to engage in any further suspicious activity.
what?
Limit my options.
Just give up.
Give me the key to your room. But if she gives you her room key, she can't go to sleep in her room. She'll be breaking a school regulation. And if she doesn't want that, she'll talk. It's easy. All she has to do is tell us about herself. Just hold on. A threat like that.
That's fine.
Fine, I understand. Good, you're finally in the mood for conversation. Without saying a word, Kyoko walked right up to Byakuya and held out her room key to him. I was hoping she was gonna like hit him or something.
It can't be.
You damn fool. Why do you refuse to talk?
Because
Whether I want to or not, I can't. All I can do is keep telling you that.
so
Maybe she really did lose her memory.
Um.
If you really think about it, it doesn't sound totally impossible. This is the worst school ever, where only the worst stuff happens, right? Amnesia would fit right in.
however,
The worst school, where only the worst things happen? Do you really mean that? Huh?
hey,
Can you really be sure that life here has been filled with only the worst things? What do you mean? Perhaps I've said too much. Kyoko then turned her back on us and without a word began to walk away.
Come on.
Where do you think you're going?
goodbye.
Don't worry, I'm not going to do anything to harm any of you. Those were her last words as she left. Kyoko's last words. The dining hall was silent. The only sound was the door opening and closing as Kyoko left the room.
What the heck?
What's her deal?
But
I think you went too far taking her room key like that. For her, that wasn't far enough. Or maybe she gets off on the attention. I can't believe her enjoying getting yelled at.
Stop talking.
You're getting noisy again, Toko.
Come on.
Sorry, I can still hear you. The sound of you breathing, of your heart beating, it grates on me.
Hey.
Are you telling her to die? I mean, I know how you feel, but what's Kyoko gonna do now? Plus this situation, it's just like before. It's no different from when everyone started accusing Sakura. And I'm no different either. I still can't stop anyone. The hell? What the hell? Why are you yelling all of a sudden?
I mean,
Cause, look. It's you. How long have you been standing there? I'm very, very
now I'm really angry.
angry.
Huh?
Angry at what? At the thief. Yes, that's right. I'm very sad to have to tell you there's a thief in your midst. What?
Hey,
My precious. They stole it. Your precious?
your teacher had such faith in you. And that is how you repay me with betrayal?
Reality is filled with so much hardship, isn't it? No wonder people run away into their fantasies. But what the heck is your precious? Shut up. I hope all of you get stuck in a hiring freeze and die penniless on the street.
What the heck?
And he's gone. What the heck was that all about?
So,
He said something about his precious getting stolen. Does anyone have any idea what that might mean? Likely has something to do with Kyoko. That was my guess. Huh? Who else other than her would be willing and able to steal something from Monokuma? Did Kyoko really steal something from Monokuma? But if that's true, what was it? And why would she do that?
This is a school announcement. It is now 10 p.m. As such, it is officially nighttime. Soon the doors to the dining hall will be locked, and entry at that point is strictly prohibited. Okay then. Sweet dreams, everyone. Good night. Sleep tight. Don't let the bed bugs bite.
Uh-oh. We need to get out of here.
You know?
We could talk about this more tomorrow, and about Kyoko. However, after what just happened with Monokuma and Kyoko, I feel like there's something in the air. I would suggest you take extra precautions tonight. Stay in your rooms, don't go wandering around. Why don't you want us to wander around, Byakuya?
well,
Not like we need you to tell us that.
Goodbye.
Well then, let's disperse. I'll see you all tomorrow.